have that conversation with him. And the first thing I ask him every time is, did you have fun?
Good, good.
If he says that he had fun, awesome. All right, let's grab your stuff. Let's get back in the car. I hear parents that, within our program, not necessarily directed towards mine, but grumbling about how we can't score and our goalie stinks and this and that. Like, at that age, none of this matters.
Right.
None of this
Right.
matters.
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard to understand, and the comparison that I try to use. I don't have any money in the stock market because I don't have any money, but there's a lot of people
Yeah.
that put money away specifically to let it sit there and grow, and they're not going to touch it, and end of the day they're going to pull that out, and it's going to be worth whatever else it is more, just because they let it go and let the time eat away at that money. Where
Right.
we're recording this in January, and that means that's 4 or 5 months into a hockey season, and you're thinking about pulling your kid out. At some point, your kid is either going to, and this is going to sound harsh, they're either going to despise you because of what they're putting you through, or they're going to despise hockey. And I truly don't think that's the intention of moving that kid around.
Right.
But that's the trickle down effect.
I was given a speech one time, and I said, you have to redefine winning for your team. And I was kind of saying it nonchalantly. And I was shocked when one of the football coaches in this conference came up to me. And he said, this kind of changed my perspective on things. He said, I didn't want to be here today because I didn't think I was going to learn anything. And he goes, I never thought about winning in any other way other than winning games. He goes, that's what winning always was for me. He goes, and you just inspired me to realize, he's coaching high school sports, that there's a lot of different ways to define this word winning, right? So bringing this back to Hockey Factories, I have a feeling amongst the organizations that you've seen, the good ones have redefined what winning is. And it's probably not trophies and banners. I think you alluded to this earlier. A win for us is to graduate a player to our top team. A win for us is creating a good person, a good player. A win for us is our coaching team. You said a community of coaches. So why don't we on this episode right now, for those of you listening, redefine winning. And for the parents and coaches listening, I am not saying it's not important to win games. I don't want anybody taking that from this conversation. I'm just trying to say that's not the only win. And we as a society in hockey have really got to change that thought process.